John Calipari is a friend of the show. At least he used to be. He may not come on again. He's the coach of Kentucky. And I've always defended Calipari. Calipari's had his issues. He's had his baggage. I've defended him for the one-and-done stuff. He embraced something that was new, and I like Calipari. UMass, Memphis, a little sketchy. Wins taken away. Didn't always look right. But I don't want to be overly judgmental. I know at Kentucky, he's done a good job. But yesterday he had this quote. He says, a team of ex-Kentucky players could win an NBA title over the Warriors or the Cavs. And he said his starting five would be John Wall and Devin Booker at guard, and then DeMarcus Cousins, Anthony Davis, and Karl Anthony Towns. That's funny. That's actually pretty funny, Coach. Which one of those three guys would guard LeBron? DeMarcus Cousins, Anthony Davis, or Karl Anthony Towns? Can I be honest about Calipari's Kentucky players? And frankly, most of Calipari's players, if you go to UMass, Memphis, and Kentucky, they all fall into two categories. The two categories are immature but talented, John Wall, Derrick Rose, and DeMarcus Cousins. In his 16 seasons, let's just go Memphis, Kentucky. Okay, if you line up his players, they fall into two food groups. Really talented guys, but really immature, Cousins, Wall, and Derrick Rose, and then really talented guys who are underwhelming in the NBA. Nerlens Noel, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is a number 2 pick. Derrick Rose, number 1 pick. John Wall, number 1 pick. Never gotten past the second round in the East. Marcus Camby, number 2 pick, 6 different teams. Anthony Davis, going to be the next big thing, never won a playoff game. Julius Randle, 4th best Laker. Karl Anthony Towns, Minnesota won't make the playoffs. Go look at the Phoenix Suns. Every guard on the roster went to Kentucky. Eric Bledsoe, Devin Booker, Brandon Knight, Tyler Ulis. It's the second worst team in the league. Yeah, they're 15th in the Western Conference. The point guard's your emotional, spiritual, physical, intellectual leader. They got 4 Wildcats. All their guards, they're awful. Kentucky players fall into 2 groups. Talented but immature, and talented but underwhelming. How long, dog, you going to keep selling me Anthony Davis stock? I sold it 2 years ago. He's never won a playoff game. LeBron out of high school got there faster. Come on now. I love John Calipari, but you think your Kentucky guy's going to beat Golden State? Which one of them's guarding LeBron? Kentucky guys are mostly immature, uncoachable, underwhelming, or in Anthony Davis's case, spectacularly gifted, but I'm just waiting for the first playoff win. Not asking for multiple, 7, 8, 9. How about we start with 1? This league is not about just talent. What separates LeBron and D. Wade and Steph Curry from all the other guys, Chris Paul, is maturity and leadership. I don't see a lot of leaders out of Kentucky. I see talent. John Wall's talented. DeMarcus Cousins, Derrick Rose are talented. Devin Booker's talented. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, talented. Where are all the leaders? I don't see them. So I got news for you. A team of ex-UK players would be Phoenix because he's got 4 of them on that roster, and they're unwatchable. So I don't buy that for a second.